Hi everybody. I'm trying to get this lighting situated. It's like making one of my eyes look super dark and one of my eyes not looking that dark. I don't know, it just looks funny. But it could just be me, I don't know. Okay, so Halloween was yesterday and I just wanted to do like a little treat for you guys and tell you guys that, or show you guys what it was like when I was a kid and what I was for Halloween. You may not care, but whatever, I'm going to show you anyway. So, here's a little clip as to what I was for Halloween. I was Lydia from Beetlejuice, and if you don't know, if you've never seen the movie Beetlejuice and you don't know who Lydia is, then I'm very, very sorry for you. I feel bad for you because that was one of my favorite movies growing up. I watched it all the time, though it was probably not the best movie for a kid to watch, but I did. And I also watched the cartoon, but I mainly watched the movie. And I was obsessed with Lydia. So I was Lydia for Halloween. My mom made our costumes, mine and my sister's. I was Lydia and she was Janet Jackson. Sorry for laughing, Brit, but she was Janet Jackson. So, here you go.
No, we're not. What are you wearing?
What will Lydia wear?
Beetlejuice.
Look at this.
You gotta look like Beetlejuice.
I need to say something.
Look at that glove.
Show me your glove, Rick.
Janet Jackson. Right? So you can call me Lydia. You call her Janet Jackson.
You're smart for a 4-year-old.
I know. Very smart.
What happened? Where you got them?
Okay, so now that that's over with and you got to see me as a really cute kid back in the day, I want to talk about like Halloween and how like how stressful it is for me. Like it's always a stressful thing, and I don't know if other moms feel this way, but I totally feel this way. Especially now with social media and Pinterest and everything, it's like I feel the pressure to find and be like have a creative costume that nobody has. Like I always want to be different. So like I think that's always just been ingrained in me since I was a kid. So I've always been different. That's why one of my favorite movies is Beetlejuice. And so my mom, she's creative, she's artistic, and she always, made our costumes growing up and came up with creative ideas. So I do the same thing with my kids. I want to be creative and I want to if we buy a costume, I want to do something that's going to make it extra cool, or I want to, really think hard about something clever, but it stresses me out because when I can't think of something, I start to freak out. Or if I think of something and I don't want to put the effort into it, and that becomes a problem too. And for the past couple years, obviously with the whole cancer stick, I've been having a really hard time being able to do that kind of stuff. So first year for Brody's Halloween, he was Clark Kent. The second year, he was Clay and I went to Vegas, and I couldn't decide what I wanted him to be. And we went to Vegas for my birthday, and then we came back like the day before Halloween or something. And I just went into a store and I found this like crop duster that was for like adults or whatever, and I just cut it short and put a cowboy hat on him and a plaid shirt and boots and said, "You're a cowboy," or John Wayne, whatever. The third year he was Maverick from Top Gun. And then the fourth year he told me he wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. So by year 4 he was like, Mommy, I want to be a Ninja Turtle. I want to be Leonardo. And I was like, try to talk him out of it. I tried to talk him into something more creative, and he didn't want to do that. So I was like, okay, well, then I'm going to find you the best Leonardo looking costume there is. So I searched online and finally found one and everything. And I even bought like a different mask that lit up and all this kind of stuff. But he ended up not wearing it because it was too heavy and it was too big. It was actually too big for him. And then back home was a complete failure last year as far as Halloween went. I wanted him to be, I saw this really cute picture of this little kid and he was Waldo. It was a baby. It was Waldo from Where's Waldo. And if you don't know who that is, like I'm baffled by how many people did not know who that was. Whenever I brought up the costume idea to people, everybody's like, who is Waldo? And I'm like, from the Where's Waldo books. Like, what is wrong with you people? I don't understand. So anyway, and I had this like really cute idea. And so this mom made this simple costume and I was like, oh, I can do that. So I went and I got a white plain onesie, long sleeve. And then I went and got some red felt and I just, stretched it out. My mom and I did, and we glued it on, like glued the red stripes on his costume, on the onesie, because you just couldn't find anything small enough that was like red and white stripes or whatever. And then for the hat, his toboggan, which if you're from Alaska or up north, I'm not talking about a sled or talking about a hat. I'm talking about a beanie. It's called, up north, a toboggan is a sled. Down here, a toboggan is a winter cap or a beanie. They say winter cap. I don't know. It's weird. Whole thing, like, took me forever to figure out what the F everybody was talking about when they were talking about a toboggan. And I was like, I just bought a toboggan and a matching scarf and gloves. And they were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I bought a scarf, and it matches my toboggan and everything. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, a toboggan and a scarf from matching gloves for $10 at Walmart. And they're like, and I'm like, what do you think a toboggan is? And they're like, a sled. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's a beanie. Like, it's a hat. Anyway, so it was one of those hats. And Waldo only has one stripe on the front. Well, Clay came home that day, and I think I was busy getting them ready, and I was in a rush or whatever. And so he thought he was all Martha Stewart, and so he got the one-piece red strip, and he was going to glue it on the toboggan. But whenever he finished it, he had put like a bunch of different red stripes on there, and I was like, no, he only has one on the front of his toboggan. So I was like, just flip it over and do one. So on the back, there's a bunch of stripes, and on the front, there was no stripes. Well, I didn't tell him to stretch the felt. And so what ended up happening is when he puts it on my kid's giant head, the toboggan stretches and the felt doesn't move. So it just made it like where it was like red with white stripes and looked terrible. You couldn't tell that this kid was supposed to be Waldo. He just looked like he was just wearing some strapped outfit. I don't know. Maybe he could have been a candy cane. Maybe that's what I should have said. Shit, I don't know. He looked messed up. So I didn't post any pictures last year of Halloween because I was so mad, at how I screwed it up or he screwed it up. I don't know. Martha Stewart, Clay, or me, maybe I should do a poll on which one actually messed up Halloween for Bex, his first year. This year, Brody has said for like months, like 3 months, 6 months, I don't know how long, a long time, that he's wanted to be Iron Man for Halloween. Okay, fine. You're going to be Iron Man. That's cool. He can tell me what he wants to be. Bex, on the other hand, he can't. So I'm trying to take advantage of just, being able to like do whatever it is. But I was like, okay, well, we'll do that. And then as soon as October hits, he's like, I want to be a police officer. And I'm like, where did that come from? Like, you wanted to be Iron Man for 6 months, and now all of a sudden you want to be a police officer, which I'm fine with. That's totally fine. But I was like looking for costumes, and they just really didn't have very many police officer costumes that I thought were very cute. That just, you know, I don't know. I just didn't want to deal with it. So I ended up taking him to the store. He decided he wanted to be Iron Man. He picked out an Iron Man costume, and like the center part lights up, and so that was like a cool factor for him, and he was excited, and it was like muscly and all that kind of stuff. So he was going to be Iron Man, and then Bex was going to be, I was like, well, he'll just be Captain America because they have the Civil War movie, and they fight, so it makes sense. So that's what they were this year. And they actually did really good. Bex did really good. He would go up and follow Brody up to the door, and Brody wasn't scared this year, and he went up, and they both said trick or treat, and Beckham said thank you whenever he got some candy. It was really, really cute. So they actually did really good, and I think it turned out pretty good. But like this is like this year I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't try to do anything over the top or creative. I just can't. This is about how much effort I wanted to put into Halloween this year. I thought that picture was really funny, and it totally described how moms probably feel everywhere looking at Pinterest and trying to get like creative. Send me some like, you know, things like, do you want to hear from me? Do you want me to vlog? Do you want me to write? Do you want me to not do anything so I'm not on social media? You can follow me on Snapchat because I do Snapchat, and you get to see some stuff on Snapchat that you don't, I mean, if you're not on Snapchat, you don't get to see. And then I'm going to try to post on Instagram more. I just have all these posts, and I'm saving pictures for, and then I'm not posting. So this is like wasted photos. And yeah, just let me know what you want to talk about. If you got any questions, you want to hang, what else? I'm up. I'm game. Just bring me some wine. That's what I'm talking about. Holla at you, girl.